Hello everyone and welcome back. Do you ever had an online order to go to the wrong address because you forget to update your profile, or maybe you saw a typo error in your name on an official document? Frustrating, right? Well, when it's come to your personal data, a simple inaccuracy can have a huge consequences, from missed deliveries to denied service. That's why today we are diving into the one of the most practical and crucial right under GDPR, that is Article 16, the right to rectification. So this is not just a theory, it's about ensuring the data companies hold about you is accurate, complete and fair. So let's start with Article 16. So in simple term, it gives the individual, the data subject, the power to demand that any inaccurate personal data concerning them is corrected or rectified without undue delay. So it's not just about correcting error. Article 16 also covers completeness. If a piece of data is missing and the absence of that information makes the data misleading, you have the right to provide a supplementary statement to make it complete. Think of it as your right to demand a clean, honest, and complete file of yours. If the data is wrong, the data processing built on that data is flawed. So, Article 16 is the mechanism to fix that flaw. So let's break down three key phrases in this article because they are critical for organization implementing compliances. So first is inaccurate versus incomplete. Inaccurate means it's factual wrong. That is, your address is 123 mainstream, but they have 321 mainstream. So this is inaccurate. And incomplete means they only have John Smith, but they need a middle initial name to distinguish you from the other John Smith in their system. So the data subject can provide this missing piece, that supplementary statement to complete the record. This text is second is without undue delay. So in GDPR, we can say that act fast. Will the common interpretation suggest responding to the data subject is within 1 month if the data is complex? So the data controller can extend is by up to 2 additional months, but they must inform you within the first month why they delay is needed or why they delayed. So let's understand it with the real life example. Let's put yourself meet Maria. Maria signed up for a great loyalty program at her favorite electronics store 5 years ago. When she signed up, she used her old email address. She has not bought anything in a while and she closed that old email account years ago. Now the store sent her a new valuable personalized discounted code for her birthday. They send it to the old email ID of Maria. The code goes nowhere. Maria misses the offer and the company has wasted her marketing efforts. So Maria contacted the store support desk. She explained, my address on file is inaccurate and incomplete. I need to rectify to my current email ID. So she gave the store the new email ID. The store is legally obligated under Article 16 to update her record promptly. They must also verify her identity, make the correction, and confirm the changes to Maria. It's a simple change, but it restore the accuracy of her data and allow the service to work correctly. So this right protect you from error leading to problem like incorrect address, credit score, or even receive the wrong medical care. Here is where things get a little more complex for the data controller. It's not just enough to fix the data in their own system. Like GDPR understand that data often flow downstream to third party processor, partner, and affiliation. If the controller previously disclosed the inaccurate data to other organizations, they must now take reasonable step to communicate the rectification to those third parties also. So this is the ripple effect of Article 16. If Maria old address was shared with a shipping company for deliveries, the electronic store has to tell the shipping company to update that email address or to update her address. Why? To prevent the next order from going somewhere else. So if notifying those third parties impossible and involves disappropriate efforts, the controller is excused. But even then, they must ask data subject and also tell the data subject who those third parties were. So finally, what happened in the if the controller refuse your legitimate request to fix the data? As a data subject, you have the right to lodge a complaint against the controller to their supervisory authority or to seek a judicial remedy. And remember, the controller generally cannot charge you a fee for exercising the right unless the required is unfounded and very excessive. For the company, failing to implement adequate process for Article 16 is a clear failure of GDPR compliances, and it's not just a small mistake. Non-compliance with the data subject right fall under the higher tier of GDPR fines and up to 20 million or 4% of global turnover, annual turnover, whichever is higher. Beyond the fine, there are loss of customer trust and severe reputation changes. So just wrap it up. So Article 16, the right to ratification, is a cornerstone of fair data processing. It ensures that the data being used to make decision about you, whether it's for your credit, whether it's for your health care, or just a simply delivery. For practitioners, remember the three C's, like C for correction, C for completion, and C for communication. So, in the next lecture, we are going to explore a related but far more famous Article 17. So, thank you, and I will see you in the next video.